Welcome back, guys. Artosis cannot contain his excitement here.
Oh my God, JP.
And I gotta say, is the crowd out there? Can you guys hear us? Are you guys ready to get this next match started out there? There we go. That's what I've come to expect here at MLG. We got to go to a quick introduction. Of course, make another round of applause, guys, for my friend up there doing the introductions. It is Joshua Gray, and now we get to see what IdrA and NesTea have to say to one another for this match.
Thanks, guys. Hello, fellow gamers. Can I hear you, Providence? There's plenty of fans here tonight. And welcome to 2011 Global Invitational. Our first player is none other than IdrA. IdrA, if you'd like to join me on stage, please. IdrA, it's considered by some that NesTea is the greatest Zerg versus Zerg player. Are you here tonight to prove that wrong?
Yeah.
A man of few words. Thank you very much, IdrA. Our next player, none other from Incredible Miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, NesTea. NesTea, this is your first MLG event, and some people have considered you're in a bit of a slump. Are you here tonight to prove them wrong?
슬럼프였다는 사실에 대해서 틀렸다는 걸 증명할 수 있겠나요, 오늘?
네, 충분히 슬럼프가 아니라는 것을 보여드릴 것 같습니다.
I'll show you tonight that I was never in a slump.
Well, thank you, NesTea. Gentlemen, if you will please shake hands. Enter your booths. Good luck, have fun, and let's get started right here at MLG Providence for the 2011 finals. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you very much, Josh. Now, IdrA, he's actually a man of few words. What was that about, Artosis?
You know, I think he's really concentrated right now, and he has to be because NesTea is the greatest CVZ in the world. He's got the sickest record with it. He destroys people in the matchup. But IdrA is very smart. I think he's prepared some great builds for NesTea. And we'll have to see if he can actually knock out this walking god of StarCraft 2.
Well, I was talking with Greg last night, and he was saying that he has studied every single one of NesTea's ZVZs in the last month. So he's been really, really watching him, and he really wants to win this match. He knows how important it is to kind of set the tone for himself, and I really feel for his team and kind of for foreigners in general at this tournament. So he knows how important it is, and I don't know, he might be able to take this, man.
Look, if he can take out NesTea, as you said, JP, that would be just a great way to start it out for the foreigners. NesTea, he is the most dominating player in a matchup in the whole world.
Yeah.
He is, as far as ZVZ goes, NesTea is it. There's no one as good at PvP as he is at ZVZ. No one as good at TVT as he is, maybe MVP.
Maybe,
it's like debatable, but actually NesTea has even a greater record in that matchup than does MVP in his. So this is the hardest thing in the entire world, is for anyone to beat NesTea in ZVZ.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, and we see right there NesTea might be going through the maps, I believe. But let's talk a little bit about NesTea. And Greg was saying that NesTea likes to go mutas. And because of this, we were talking a little bit about it in the pregame show. Greg does not feel like the foreigners that he gets to practice with use this style enough to really go it and really how to defend against it. So I'm really wondering if NesTea will go for some muta play. At the same time, he's been kind of cheesy over there on the Korean server in a lot of his matches, doing something like a 10 pull with a spine crawler on creep. This could really go so many different ways right now.
Well, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can metagame against NesTea and ZVZ. As you said, and as IdrA said, he loves to go mutas. So IdrA could, in fact, also go mutas, but instead of holding down that M key, you make some corruptors. Corruptors beat mutas, JP. And
they do.
That's back when it was actually Mutalisk as the dominant opener in ZVZ. People who made corruptors got ahead. You know, they'd have the corruptors, they'd fly around, kill all the overlords, and defend your mutas all at the same time. So he might have some crazy metagame build like that planned out, or we might see him just try to go for some sort of Roach Hydra timing. I don't think that that's the way he's going to play, though. I think he'll either try to kill NesTea early or play an extremely long game.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing he was talking about, that he's just really going to rely on his mechanics, because as of late, a lot of people are saying that NesTea's kind of slipping in that department. But both players are ready, Artosis. I know you're ready. Are you guys out there in the crowd ready for this first match between IdrA and NesTea? Oh, they're loud. Right,
Press that go button.
Let's go ahead and get this match started. We're going to MLG Daybreak. You actually have a lot of experience with this map over at the GSL.
ZVZ here, I think that this is for sure a map that we will see mutas on. It is so long. To walk across this with roaches would be absolutely crazy.
All right, well, we are waiting for that map to load, and we're going to see where the players are going to be spawning. Now, I want you guys to give a huge, huge cheer for both of these players as we introduce them. As the map is loaded. Artosis, why are you always the last person to load at any tournament?
I want to savor it at the moment. I don't know.
I guess so. All right, guys. So from Team Evil Geniuses, as the red Zerg up here in the top right-hand corner, it is going to be EG IdrA.
And down here in the bottom left, the 3-time GSL champion, the man's man, Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman rolled into one. Give it up for NesTea.
All right, so we are going to be, of course, waiting to see what the players are going to be doing here. This is one pivotal point where something can go pretty crazy, but both of them have already started their overlords, so no 10 pull here, Artosis.
No, looks like it's going to be pretty standard. And, you know, a 10 pull on this map, not a great choice. It's something that I really feel like you can defend. We'll definitely see some hatchery first play from both these guys because the map, again, it's so long. Even if you 6 pull, he's going to have over 15 drones when you get there, and 15 drones beat 6 Zerglings.
Right.
So this is just a map that is absolutely, it is critical to get an expansion up on.
Now, we see gas first coming here for IdrA, actually, so this is a little bit something different. Looks like NesTea will be going for that hatch first as the drone is already on his way. And, you know, we didn't really talk about the player's road to get here. IdrA actually played a lot of ZVZs. He played against Destiny to get here and beat him, and then, of course, beat Chef later on in the tournament.
Yeah, that is quite true. And he played ZVZ very well on the way, but, you know, those 2 players did give him some trouble. NesTea, on the other hand, of course, got here through that BlizzCon spot, so we can't really talk too much about his path.
Right.
Of course, a very hard tournament as well, BlizzCon. But NesTea lost games in there as well. So we will have to see, man. But, you know, as far as these builds go, if we take a look at it, IdrA going Speedling first and NesTea going Hatch first on such a long map, I feel like this is not a good situation for IdrA. He's going to have to, you know, make at least 2 to 4 lings, get that speed upgrade, and expand. And during that expansion time, he's going to have to get a Baneling Nest or he's gambling. Because NesTea will have simply more production and be able to make a lot of Zerglings.
Yeah, this is something that IdrA was saying that he really feels like is kind of a cheese build with this Speedling Baneling style play. But it's something that he said he would probably use last night. So I'm not all that surprised. But, I mean, on a map like this, it is a big map. So he's really going to have to put on a lot of damage with those initial units, or it's going to take forever for him to really reinforce.
That is quite true. Well, we have the pull up for NesTea. He's making 4 lings of his own. IdrA, of course, made 4, and down goes the hatchery. Now that hatchery going to be quite a bit later. NesTea having 2 queens making at the moment. His production is going to jump up way past IdrA's, at least for a little bit.
We see IdrA's actually pulled all of his drones off that extractor, so it looks like he just wants the metabolic boost upgrade at the moment. Here are the 2 lings of IdrA getting in, and I believe they did see the expansion, but now they are being chased away by NesTea.
So NesTea will have a slight economical advantage. He's even making a spine crawler to be very safe right now. He's got both his queens out. His speed is on the way, but IdrA's, of course, will finish first, and when it does, I think we're going to see him turn these lings around and try to scout a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like he is waiting right down here at the ramp, but there is an overlord of NesTea, so he should be seeing this soon. Speed has finished, and here comes IdrA actually running up the ramp. How far will he get? Kind of a block right now happening at this ramp. He might not be able to get in there.
Well, you know, he did scout out at least a few drones at the expansion. That tells him that
there we
the
go.
all-in is coming in. Oh, the lings do get in the main base, but IdrA is not going to scout a whole lot here. He just sees 1 drone on gas, a queen, and speed upgrading. You know, it's good information, but it's nothing out of the ordinary.
And one thing IdrA might be doing here, keeping these lings in the base, is trying to see what's going to pop out of those larvae. And there comes a ton of lings from NesTea, and immediately a baneling nest started over in the main base of IdrA.
Yeah, you know, this is that one thing I was just talking about. A ton of lings on the way, JP. And NesTea is going to follow this up with drones. But this is the timing that makes speed first into expand weak sometimes against a quick expansion. The fact that NesTea had 2 hatcheries with larva injects, he can make a ton of zerglings. So he is going up the map right now, and he has 28 lings against 18, but 12 more for IdrA are going to pop out here.
And the baneling nest is not finished. Will he actually get in here? And, oh, no, it looks like IdrA does not want to force the fight yet. Queen gets surrounded, though, but it's going to be tanking a lot of damage. Who's going to win this? I think IdrA will be able to. The reinforcements are not going to be able to get across the map.
And the Queen goes down.
That is a big, big deal. But what else is he going to be able to do with these lings? Might just run by and look out for the tech. That attack did a lot of damage losing that queen, because 2 queens against 1 queen, you're going to really fall behind in production.
Absolutely, and now he's going home with the lings. Roach Warren is making at home for NesTea, and a lot of zerglings as well, but this is going to be a little tricky moment. IdrA does have banelings morphing on the map. I heard them. There they are, and here he goes, man. He's going to have to get a lot of damage on right away, but as roaches pop out, NesTea will be able to hold, so IdrA only has a limited amount of time to do damage here.
The big thing here is watch that spine crawler, guys. You're going to see NesTea really try to focus down these banelings with it, and here comes IdrA moving up very closely with the banelings. He hopefully will not suicide them onto the queen.
Does get one down already. IdrA with banelings. Very nice moves with the banelings.
This is not good if he can connect onto these drones. Oh, and he gets a good amount.
Oh, and some drones, yes indeed, do in fact go down. And in fact, IdrA has killed off 10 drones already. A huge victory for IdrA.
Yeah, but this is scary. There's a lot of roaches right now on the map for NesTea. I'm not sure if IdrA's going to be able to defend against this. He's already putting down 1 spine crawler. The roach warren of his own is only about 30% complete, but it looks like NesTea will not go attack.
You know what's really interesting as well is even though 10 drones were taken out, it's 31 drones to 30 with NesTea in the lead there. So his economy is still okay. He's not dead by any means. In fact, the game is pretty even right now.
Yeah, this is looking to kind of really unfold into a big, big, long macro game, but you might see NesTea do some type of timing attack to get +1 anytime soon. That's something that Sin likes to do quite a lot over there. We saw at the BlizzCon finals, I believe, did that a lot as well. Yeah,
Sen is a huge fan of that. But you know, as this game goes along, it's a really interesting battle between these two because IdrA is actually mechanically better than NesTea. He will hit more larva injects. He will macro better. But NesTea in general makes better decisions than IdrA. So this could be an unbelievably close, long macro game strategy against mechanics.
Yeah, and I think that NesTea is going to be going those mutas, which we were talking about in the pregame show. He has added on 2 extractors over here at his natural, and IdrA does have a ling over here at the third of NesTea, so he hasn't taken it yet, but he's taking his own Artosis. So
that is
what does that really tell you?
Well, that tells me that IdrA really understands this matchup right now. He gets it. He sees, okay, NesTea is in defensive roach mode. He's probably going to go up to mutas. It's time for IdrA to take his third, as he is the speedling user. He already has a lot of speedlings out. He can quickly react, and as we see, yes, NesTea going to go for that Spire. This is, I cannot wait to see how IdrA wants to try to defend against the Mutalisks of NesTea.
Looks like he will be getting the missile attacks level 1, so we are going to be seeing roaches, possibly some hydras to counteract those mutas. Here's the third base of NesTea. Does have some roaches to defend against the lings of IdrA, but really now it's going to come down to how much damage can NesTea do with those mutas before having to fall back.
That is right. You know, the mutas, of course, can defend against any roach timings of IdrA, but look at that beautiful scouting there by NesTea, seeing all the tech of IdrA. Roach speed on the way. That is going to make NesTea feel pretty comfortable.
And he also has seen the third base over here of IdrA and seen how many drones are on it, actually. So Spire's going to be finishing here in just a couple of seconds. +1 already started, of course, for IdrA, as well as that roach speed. He has not added on a Hydralisk then, though, so he's actually pretty high here on the main hatchery with his queen. Kind of uncharacteristic.
And the Hydralisk, yeah, that's quite true, but the Hydralisk den just did go down. It's at the natural base right there, and that means that IdrA's timing is pretty good here. 9 Mutalisks are on the way for NesTea. It'll be interesting to see exactly how many he makes, because he will transition back into either Roach or perhaps even tech up to Ultralisk.
Looks like these Lings and the Roaches are having a good old standoff over here at the third. And Overseer coming in and seeing exactly what's going on. Will get chased out by the Queen, but he's seen almost everything that NesTea has to offer, especially that Mutalisk popping out. So this is a really, really big point in this match as the Mutalisks are going across the map. There's 2 Spore Crawlers going down and a total of 5 Hydralisks in production right now.
Well, it looks like it's only going to be 9 mutas for NesTea this game. IdrA's build is really tight, and when NesTea sees that he can't actually do too much damage, but hold on, he might actually get some damage done at this natural expansion, or at the third base rather. Up goes that Spore Crawler, and it will be targeted down very, very quickly, but will the other one get up in time? We do have mutas pop out, and NesTea's Mutalisks not going to be able to do too much there.
Yeah, that was a lot of Hydras actually in production right now. He's got 8 of them about to pop, but he's still continuing to do a lot of damage because IdrA is somewhat out of position. He did have to pull his drones there. Let's check real quick how many Hydras. He's up to 13 Hydras right now, but NesTea does have 72 drones compared to IdRA's 61.
Well, that is a lot more economy, but his mutas aren't doing too well. It looks like IdrA may be gearing up just for a strong timing attack, but these mutas coming back, trying to kill some more drones, and every drone he kills is huge because he's already ahead in drones, and it's keeping IdrA at home, which is all NesTea wants. He wants his drone advantage to turn into a Roach advantage.
And right now, what is NesTea getting for his upgrades? +1 attack is about to finish, and IdrA already has his +1, getting +2 already, but he can do a really big attack here with how many Hydralisks he has out on the map.
That is quite true. In fact, NesTea flying out into the map, he may be looking for a few Overlords here and there, see what he can actually still get done with the mutas. IdrA's 3 bases are defended very, very well, so probably not going to do a lot more damage up there. But as is, in the unit count, 69 drones to 74. IdrA finally wins in the drone count, but 42
roaches. Yeah, look at the
roaches.
roach count. 42 roaches for
man.
NesTea, 16 with 21 Hydralisks right now for IdrA. So,
and in those 2 armies, actually, IdrA will win if those 2 armies were to just hit head-to-head exactly like that.
Uh-oh, and I think that the Great Creep Highway is about to begin here for IdrA now as he's going across the map. All the Overlords have been sent out. The Mutalisk will be able to clean some of those up, but these Hydralisks are going to move so fast on creep, and really he's going to be able to reinforce much, much faster.
Indeed he is. IdrA is going to attack non-stop from here on out, most likely, unless NesTea shows great defense at home. NesTea, though, you know, he is just making roaches, and there we go. We have some infestors on the way. Infestors, and he's already gotten pathogen glands. NesTea's timings are unbelievable. If he gets a few good fungal growths up, then this army of IdrAs could melt. Yeah, Hydralisks really get destroyed by the fungals here. 200 supply for both these guys already. That is some incredible, incredible macro for both these players. We're about to see a huge fight here, and it's really going to come down to how well the reinforcements can actually get over for IdrA and how big these fungals are actually going to be right now for NesTea. And here we go. And some fungals going off, but NesTea runs up with so many roaches. A fungal on those Hydras in the back, but he's got to hit those Hydras. Oh no, and IdrA's army is going to be decimated here unless he gets a lot more units down, but NesTea looks like he may just have too much here. Yeah, that is a huge amount of units there, but the +2 is just kicked in for IdrA. Looks like he's going to be pushing NesTea back and pushing into the third. Is it going to be enough? NesTea is out of fungal growths, but more and more roaches are popping. This is getting very, very close right now. If he can get up on those Hydras, the roaches can take them out quite quickly. And it looks like, oh my God, so close. But IdrA has a huge swarm coming down the map. Yeah, we see a huge amount of roaches now coming across the map here for IdrA. And actually, IdrA might actually take this Artosis. He does have he needs 25 more energy for those 2 infestors. 3 of them about to pop, but that is a huge force there for IdrA. Oh, that is absolutely huge. NesTea, I don't think he has enough, JP. Oh, a sick fungal coming down with some infested Terrans. 1-1 for NesTea. 1-2, the drones have been pulled. Has IdrA done it in game 1, Artosis? It really looks like it. These infestors just going to go down. As those go down, NesTea is basically giving up. He's just making a few roaches, but IdrA's production is off the hook. He's up by over 100 supply. GG! Wow. Oh my God. NesTea is truly shaken right now. Oh man. The way that we just saw him look right there, JP, that is a look you don't often see on his face. He is confused. He is so surprised that IdrA just just slapped him, man. That creep highway,
Yeah.
the beautiful macro, the non-stop rallying. NesTea almost broke the back of that army 3 or 4 times. But IdrA just non-stop injects.
Yep.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, I mean, once that +2 kicked in for IdrA, it really, really solidified the fact that he was going to win that battle. It just took a ton of reinforcements. And like you said, I mean, the creep highway was the superstar right there for IdrA. So guys, will IdrA actually take NesTea out here to open up the national finals? We're going to find out right after this commercial break. Setup. It's going to be MLG and